Spirit Sports Consultants presents
NFL Week 5 Quick Picks. This is our first of two videos. We're going to do our score forecast here. Then once the lines stabilize, we'll do our picks against the spread, totals, etc. So join us for that. Let's start off with a Thursday night special. The Bears at the Commanders. Tough losses for both these teams. Chicago really looked good against the poorest Denver defense. Sam Howell kind of redeemed himself. We gave him a little bit of grief in our prior video. And the Commanders really looked good against the division rival Eagles. We're going to go with the home team here, Washington 27-17. We think both offenses are comparable. Justin Fields looked pretty good. Sam Howell looked better. We think the difference here is the defense. We think the Commanders' defense is significantly better than the Bears defense, and especially playing at home. Go with the Commanders here. Just a reminder to please subscribe to our channel. We do these weekly NFL pick videos. We do highlights. We're going to start doing the MLB playoffs as we're getting in October here. So join us for that. We'd appreciate it. Thank you. Week 4 was a strong one for us. Looking at our best bets here, we went 5-1 for best bets. The only loss being the Saints looking terrible at home against the Bucs. Otherwise, we had 2 over/under plays: the Bills, Dolphins over, Browns, and Ravens under. Good week. We also went 3-1 on our college picks, winning the Auburn game, covering the spread of 15.5 is what we had, and then losing the Kentucky game. And now back to the games. We've got the Jags at the Bills, if you call it at, in London. Second of 2 London games for the Jags back to back. We're going to go with Buffalo here and convincing 31-17. We're not overreacting to what they did against the Dolphins. We think this is a solid team, perhaps the best team in the AFC. We're not impressed with the Jags. We saw that game in person against Kansas City. I think they've got a lot to work on. Texans at the Falcons. And full disclosure, I am a Texans fan, and there might be some bias there. But how could you not be impressed with what C.J. Stroud has done so far as a rookie? Commanding that offense, the Texans receivers have been phenomenal all over the place. The Falcons have struggled for the past 2 games. We still think Bijan Robinson is a difference maker. We're going to take the Falcons here 2014. Not to be contrarian, we're worried about the Texans' injuries on the offensive line. They're down to like second and third string in several positions. We think cumulatively that's going to hurt them. We'll take the Falcons here. Next, we have the Panthers at the Lions. Looking at the Panthers, we don't really think that Bryce Young is the issue, although we would have preferred C.J. Stroud if we had that number 1 pick. Glad the Texans drafted him. We think that he just lacks the weapons on offense. The Lions, on the other hand, have no shortage of weapons. Jared Goff's showing some comfort in that offense. They look great against the Packers. We like the Lions winning convincingly here 28-17 at home against the Panthers. Titans at the Colts. Both teams looked really good yesterday, even though the Colts lost in overtime. The Titans were explosive, dominant in their win at home against the Bengals, one of our upset picks of the week. We're going to go with the Colts here in a close one, 28-24. We think the Titans were able to stop the Bengals' pass offense because Joe Burrow is still not 100%, probably not even 80. So we're going to go with the Colts with this one. Giants at the Dolphins. Let's give the Dolphins a mulligan with their game against the Bills. The Bills' pass defense is phenomenal, which is why we changed our position. We went with the over instead of the Dolphins -3 because the Bills' pass defense gave up less than 200 yards per game. We're going to go with the Dolphins here 31-20 and a bounce back game over the Giants. Saints at the Patriots. Sometimes you're just wrong about a team. Looks like we're wrong about the Saints this year, thinking Derek Carr would come in there with all those offensive weapons. We don't think either of these teams are going to score, so we're going to put up a joke projection here. Patriots 6-2. We think it's going to be a low-scoring game and kind of ugly. Ravens at the Steelers. Unfortunately for all of us fans out there who are looking forward to this game, always a tough AFC North battle. We don't really know. Ravens have so many injuries, and then what's the status of Kenny Pickett? So we're not even going to give a forecast till later this week when we know more about the injuries. Bengals at the Cardinals. Both teams coming off losses, but there are degrees of losses. Bengals looked absolutely atrocious against the Titans. Cardinals represented fairly well at Santa Clara facing the 49ers, so we'd like them to bounce back here 21-17. Josh Dobbs has done an incredible job for that team. Eagles at the Rams. Coming into the 2023 season, we saw the Rams as the consummate underdog spoiler type team, and they've lived up to that. Matthew Stafford's having a great year. We're going to go with the Rams here in an upset. We love the Eagles. We thought they'd be stronger than what they've shown us so far. Concerned about that struggle against the Commanders. Kind of an ugly win. We're going to take the Rams here at home, 28-24. Jets and the Broncos, this has all the makings of an under. You've got a good offense going against a stout defense, mediocre offense against the poorest defense. I think it'll be low scoring. We're going to take Denver, the home team, 17-14 as Russell outplays Zach. Chiefs at the Vikings. We think the Vikings are a playoff team if they could stop making ridiculous turnovers, such as a 99-yard pick six. Now, they did redeem themselves later by getting a scuba score off Bryce Young, but I don't know what's going on with that team. We're going to go with Kansas City 31-28 on this one. And now for the featured matchup of the week, Cowboys at the 49ers. Clearly a playoff preview. We love both these teams. We would like the Cowboys more if they had Trayvon Diggs. His loss was huge, so we're going to go with San Francisco here 27-17. We think the defense has really controlled this game. It's going to be low scoring, as we say, and that the 49ers run it. Packers at the Raiders rematch of Super Bowl II. It's sad that I know that. We like Jordan Love here in a bounce back game. We were impressed by Aiden O'Connell. He might be your Raiders starting quarterback of the future, but for this one, we think with the weapons coming back, you've got Watson and Aaron Jones back. We like the Packers here 28-21. Next up, we have our NFL Week 5 Best Bets video. Join us for that. A reminder, we went 5-1 on our best bet selections. We do picks against the spread, we do totals picks, and we update our score forecast based on injury and line movement and things of that nature. Thanks.
That's all for this time. Thank you for joining. Please subscribe to our channel, and we look forward to sharing our future videos with you.